Ben, you guys looked like they were kind of locked in from the beginning of the day. What was the difference?
Oh, I don't know what the exact difference might have been from a mentality standpoint. We were going to work hard to do some more things in transition, and I talked about it prior to the game, and I don't know who all I had talked with, but feel strongly that what we do, Deion's got to be a big part of what we do. And in the first half, we saw again why he's done that for us in the year and a half that he's been here, and we saw again why he has to be an important part of what we're doing. He has the ability to score in transition. He has the ability to create offense for his teammates in transition. He can do the same thing with the ball screen, and so that was an important part of it. Having Deion out there, having him out there for a long time. We've just got to keep working. He's got to keep working to get better defensively and do some things more competitively. We've just got to keep working to help him get better in those areas. He's got to be a big part of what we're doing.
So where had he been?
Oh, I think the Illinois State with what happened there. He was just late for the bus. That obviously not being in the starting lineup and a little unsure of what we're doing there for 2 games. That obviously impacts it. And prior to that, it had been a little bit hit and miss in terms of how well he played. And like I said, it's my job as our head coach to make sure that he's confident in what he's doing. He's young. He's played a year and a half, and at this level, there's so many good players, and a lot of them are juniors and seniors. I've got to make sure that he's confident in what he's doing. He's a good player, and we need him. So I've got to do a great job with him.
How much did having him back kind of contribute to the three-point barrage tonight? Maybe having him distribute to the shooters, let the shooters shoot, rather than kind of playing the point.
Yeah, I think that was that certainly played a part in it. His ability to get into the lane and force help, and it felt like he did a nice job of finding shooters on the three-point line. I thought, from a team standpoint, that we had a better awareness about us. Austin Peele had one in the post that he ended up fanning out to the three-point line for a made 3, a couple dribble handoffs. And then Deion had a handful of them where he got in. There's a lot of guys around him. He found the right teammate. You know, he's got the ability to do that.
And Sonnen, when he's on, is he as good a shooter as he's?
Well, he is, yes. He's worked really hard now for the better part of 2 years to get to the point where he is. You know, he had the game at George Mason where he made 7 threes. He was going again tonight, and we've got to keep finding ways from a staff standpoint to get him shots. You know, we won a couple of games where he didn't get many looks at the basket, and as well as he's shooting the basketball, as hard as he's worked to be a guy that can make shots when he's open, we've got to make sure that we find ways to get him more shots.
How much was it Bradley not playing so well defensively, and you guys, finding ways to get him shots that got him going tonight?
Oh, I liked our offensive pace. I thought was better tonight than it's been in a couple games, and that helped us a lot. And obviously, Bradley's played very well. Watching them on film, they have played really, really good basketball. And this afternoon, we had our best game for sure at the offensive end of the floor, and we caught them on a game where they weren't quite as sharp. That's not the Bradley team that I've seen on film, and going forward, I think Bradley's going to be really hard to play against, and they're going to win plenty of games. I think today was more a combination where we had a lot of stuff going, and they maybe were just off just a little bit with what they're doing because they've played really well.
In the last couple of games, how badly did your team need a game like this?
Well, I talked earlier this morning about we need to defend better, we need to rebound better, and then we've got to have something positive or something good happen for our team. We just need a little bit of bounce in our step. And tonight, I think Deion's play and then making threes. Those 2 things put a little bounce in our step and probably helped us defensively, helped us rebounding because we had some of those things going on offense. And now we need to be able to build off it and continue to improve defensively and make sure we continue to improve our rebound. If we can get to the point where we're good at those 2 things, I think we can be good. I think we can be hard to beat.
How quickly do you start thinking about creating?
Soon. Yeah.
How far did your imagination have to go coming into today to see a 30-point lead in the first half?
No, that never got. My imagination doesn't stretch that far. I've got one, and I've got a big one, very creative one, but it doesn't stretch that far, Carson. Bradley they're very good, and they've played very good. So I thought we were going to have another game like our home game with Indiana State and our home game with Evansville, where it was possession game the entire way. And like I said, we played. That's as good as we played on offense. And Bradley may have been off just a little because they've played very good basketball. They're good.
At halftime, did you warn your team against, them coming out quickly in the second half, and how did you respond to what they did?
Yeah, we talked more about trying to even pick up the pace even more than what we had in the first half. I wanted the guys to be more aggressive and do more in transition and attack more in our offense to try to get more going. Maybe get some more of those open threes. Maybe get to the free throw line. Try to put more pressure on their defense. I did not talk about the score or what might happen. I just talked about us working to be more aggressive. After they made their first couple, David, I know what they're capable of. I mean, they're plenty capable of getting back in that game. And when it got to 13, 14, that's 2 possessions away from being a game the entire rest of the way. They put themselves really close to making it a game the rest of the way. And you know that they've got experienced guys. And Gino's been doing this a long time. He knows exactly what he's doing with his guys. And so that's coming. I would have liked to have obviously fought that off a little bit better, but it's coming. They're too experienced, and Gino's too good.
Then for the bulk of the team, you played 7 guys. Is that kind of where you think you need to be right now in terms of being competitive with those 7 guys?
I think Chip and Austin gave us good minutes, and then Mohana in the backcourt. Those 8 guys have moved more to the rotation. And then you got the other, with the other 4 or 5 guys that, we'll see what we need on certain nights. But those 8 guys played well tonight. And that may be a little bit of our uncertainty is, I've tried to play a lot of guys and tried to find the right combinations. And, so we'll move forward with how we played today, I think from a rotation standpoint. And